Alright, test quest 3 for Gimli Smash. Nightmare fight from Moria. So, yeah, we shuffle quest deck rather than sticking them on the bottom. Refresh action on the abandoned tools can only be triggered once each round. Name the sphere to the staging area, shuffle one copy of the Foe Beyond back into the encounter deck. So it's unlikely to be an issue, though that's an interesting thing here. The rest being out of play, I'll just stick in the victory display. With a Foe Beyond, generally it's just to kill a hero once you reach a certain point, but in this case, with Gimli getting up to 15 max hit points, I can potentially just take it and not worry about it. I'm going to mulligan this hand. Okay, Master of the Forge. I really don't want to have these two in my hand. These two. But never mind. So, okay, let's move on. Reveal one card per player. Okay, Surge and Doomed 1. Add to the victory display. Octagon does not register that that card has victory points, but I will keep track on the Nameless Sphere. I'm just going to do Threat, because obviously they're all equal. And Surge. Okay. And now add a Presence in the Dark to the victory display for an extra 2. Let's make sure that all the quest stage 2s have been shuffled. And grab one of them. Now, 2 Citadel plates in my hand. That's frustrating. All of my Citadel plates are in my hand, which is really not where I want them. So this is going to be interesting. I'm going to have to save a lot of resources on Gimli, or maybe like discard one to Daeron's Runes and then bring it back with the White Council. I've considered like the possibility of switching up this deck to have Gandalf instead of Galadriel. The main downside would be the lack of consistent threat reduction and card draw and the massively high starting threat. But it would allow me to use Wizard Pipe to switch stuff onto the top of the deck. I suppose I could use Gildor to do the same thing, but then there'd be the comparable problem of if I draw him, he's really expensive. Though with Nenya, okay, so I really want some more willpower right off the bat. Yeah, this will engage me. So, 6 threat up there. And let's quest for... Yeah, let's quest for 5. Oh, sorry. Flip this over first. Okay. Right, this is really what I didn't want. So, I'm questing for 5 against 9, I'll lose by 4. Engage both of these, take 2 undefended attacks. No defending character. And no attachments. Well, that's nice. Attack for 5, doing 2 damage. And shuffle this back in at the end of the combat phase. So let's Daeron's Runes, ditch one of the Citadel plates. Daeron's Runes again, ditch Master of the Forge. Stick Light of Valinor onto Elrond. Found a grappling hook, that's not really going to help. So, quest for 5 again. Flip this over. Okay, so I reveal an encounter card. So I exhaust Elrond. Discard Quick Beam, he survives. And now staging. So I have to kill off a handmaiden. So I'm questing for 3 against 3. Nothing happens. Defend 1. I can't take that many attacks. This is done. Wow, that was fast. So let's try that again. Not Valinor, Deep Knowledge, but no. Mulligan. Okay, I've got a Stargazer, which is all I really want. So, okay, they have a cave troll. Shuffle. And let's begin. So, although it is a risk, I will be running without access to test of will this round. Yeah, getting faint is going to be significant. I really need to get through this quickly. Maybe I do this. So let's play Elrond's Council, stick Unexpected Courage onto Gimli and discard the White Council. And then let's play Deep Knowledge. Draw 2. Use Galadriel to draw another 1. And then let's leave it at that for the moment. There's 4 threat in the staging area. 4, 5. Turn over narrow parts. Okay, so I'm only questing with Elrond now. And we get Spearman. Alright, so 2, 4, 6, I lose by 3. Oh, hang on, no, I'll play Elrond's Council, using Galadriel as my unique Noldor so I can add willpower to Elrond. So reduce. Oh yeah, it was the I lost by 3, but in fact I reduced my threat by 3, not 4, and only lose by 2. And I'm not ready for the cave troll, but I have to take this guy. Gimli will defend. Okay, so I deal 2 damage, but he takes no damage from the actual attack. And could try and find the abandoned tools. Maybe. Also, actually not continually revealing new quest stages when I've found a relatively benign one can be handy for just treading water for a while, so I'll not bypass it. Okay, so Vilya. and a stargazer, and a citadel plate. So it's Darren's runes. Discard the second stargazer. Play down Vilya the citadel plate. And I seriously need some willpower, so play a handmaiden. I guess I'll draw the white cancel. So now, there's still 4 threat. I can only quest for 4. But I guess I will quest for 4. Get 6, it turns out. This is a problem. So, okay, so it's 4 if it's undefended. I'll take 1 undefended. But I don't really want to kill my handmaiden, so I will have to defend the second. Nameless 5th threat is 2, so anything with cost less than 2, but all my attachments cost at least 2. So this is okay. Now let's take a look at these. Oh, alright. Now we're getting into business. So I'll use Galadriel to draw that Elrond's Council. Play another handmaiden. Vilya, self-preservation. And heal up. And now quest for 4. Play Elrond's Council, so now I'm questing for 5 against 6. I lose by 1. I don't have to engage this, so I will not engage it. I will play Feint here. Take the other one undefended. Which again, I still don't have to discard anything. And now Gimli attacks for 9 twice to kill both those enemies. So let's take a look at these top 5 cards. Another self-preservation. And Nenya. So let's draw Nenya, even though that obviously means I can't use it this round. And let's Vilya the second self-preservation. How much did it take to kill this? 13. I'm still way off that. But let's quest for 6. Against 8. I lose by 2. Now let's engage both of these. I feint on this one. Take this undefended. 2 damage. And now attack for 8, and let's kill the spearman first. Okay. Right, now things are definitely looking good. So let's draw into Light of Valinor. Play it down straight away. Let's play Nenya, even though I can't use it right now. And now let's quest. There's 4 threat there. I want quest without exhausting, so let's go for 7, and then immediately after committing, get down the 3rd self-preservation. So I'm questing for 7. I could cancel this. Could be a reasonable idea to cancel it. Not sure. No, let's cancel it. So I'm questing for 7 against 4, which means I actually make 3 progress. And add this to the victory display, I also go and find abandoned tools. So add an extra 1 to each of these. And I find the abandoned tools. Since they are added to the staging area, not revealed, the guarded keyword does not go off. And so now let's take this undefended. So let's heal up 3 damage and then take another 3 damage, so I end up where I started. And then kill this and exhaust a hero to claim the abandoned tools. So, okay. Let's stargaze once again. Okay, so I can Villia the Ent draft, and then I would like to draw into these. And let's play down this Handmaiden. And now let's quest 4, 6, 9. Do I even need to go for that much? A valid question. Oh, I'm going to have healed that additional 3 last round, so I still have all my healing available now. There's 5 threat in the staging area, so yeah, let's go for 9, and then Villia the Ent draft. Up there. Flip this over. Right. Okay, so how many hit points does Gimli have left? Oh, actually, I know what the top card of my deck is. It's Daron's Runes. So I will exhaust Gimli and discard Daron's Runes. So I'm questing for 9 against 5. I make 4 progress. Am I ready to take on this troll yet? I mean, let's see. Gimli has 11 hit points. So I can't get to the point of killing it all in one go, but... Oh, also, of course, if I kill it, then it's victory points, so it adds to the Blame the Sphere, so maybe I just want to leave it indefinitely. Or at least for as long as I can. So let's bypass that quest stage at the end of the combat phase. Move into a new round. Still go to the top 5 here. Okay, so... all of these are useful. Let's just use Galadriel to draw. Then let's play the Master of the Forge and exhaust him to pull out this. Actually, no, sorry. Let's play Deep Knowledge to draw 2, and then exhaust the Master of the Forge. Pull out this pointless Villia so it'll stop getting in my way. And stop there. I will play down a grappling hook. And quest stage, so 5. Once again, let's go for 9. And okay, doomed 1 and reveal another card. Okay, can't exhaust already, text box is blank, pay 3 resources to discard it. Okay, I can actually deal with that. I will stick it on Gimli, because he has 2 resources already. And so I make 4 progress. I swear I just did this. And I'll bypass it at the end of the combat phase. Move into a new round. Pay 3. It does mean he's still exhausted, but I can fix that, and then let's actually hang on. Let's Stargaze first. Okay, there is a citadel plate. Yeah, let's do this so Galadriel draws me that feint. And then I will play that Unexpected Courage. And let's quest for 9 again. Villia the Citadel Plate. Then go digging for... Yeah, the Master of the Forge is actually kind of useful, just because he lets me pull out the attachments that are actually kind of pointless. The duplicates to thin down the deck, so I find the stuff I actually want. Questing for 9. Ah, it's a different one. Okay, so let's go into discard pile and find Go Beyond. Shuffle. Now I reveal the top 2 cards of the quest deck, choose one to become the active quest, put the other on the bottom, and then add this to the victory display. So, what are these two? Heading down and a wrong turn. So I guess I'll take heading down. And then add hasty cancel to the victory display. Yeah, let me just check that I'm still correct on the victory display. Those aren't anything. Oh yeah, it's all quest stages which have registered correctly. And now my staging. Fusion remove characters from the quest until. Okay, so I have to remove 5 willpower from the quest, basically. What did I send? 9. So I remove Elrond and a Handmaiden, and now I'm questing for 4 against 7. Yeah, okay. So I'm questing for 4 against 7. 5 against 7. Go up by 2. At the end of the combat phase, shuffle heading down, back into the deck. And move into a new round. Okay, well equipped is not so useful anymore because everything is already attached to Gimli except for the last unexpected courage. So I guess that's most of the forge. Okay, the only attachment there is the last unexpected courage, so well equipped is completely useless now. I suppose that's something I could maybe consider junking from the deck in favour of other things, because Vilya tends to work well enough. I'll have to think about it. Oh, grappling hooks, yeah. You can still equip those. It's not exactly as big a deal as the other possibilities. So now let's quest for... Yeah, I will shuffle the quest deck. What is left in it? Yeah, my odds still aren't great, but... Okay, there's 7 threat, quest. For the usual 9. And where are we? Escape from darkness. Okay, I can do this then. Because I have the abandoned tools. Surge. Okay, so I deal 5 damage to Gimli. Alright. So 5, 7, 8. I don't raise my threat. I forgot to Vilya, quick me. Actually, no, I won't bother damaging him. We'll learn to play exhausted. And now, Galadriel. Let's engage these swarming goblins. Defend. Take 1 damage. Attacking for 11. So they're dead. Refresh, and in the refresh phase, I will exhaust Gimli with the abandoned tools to put one progress on here. And then Control N. Let's actually remember to play down that last unexpected courage. Play down that grappling hook. Are there any attachments left in here? Oh yeah. So let's grab Light of Valinor. Don't bother shuffling because I'm going to Stargaze. So yeah, let's keep the Citadel plate on the top. And now 7 threat. I'll quest for 11. And then Villia the Citadel plate onto Elrond. Okay. Yeah, we'll choose to discard a card at random, so it does not gain search. So that's 10, I quested for 11. This is fine. So in the refresh phase I'll be doing the abandoned tools again. Yeah, I guess I can stick an int draft onto Elrond as well. And once again, quest for 11. Okay, I'll deal all the damage to the Master of the Forge. So 11 against 10, still break even. And around having used Galadriel, and use Gimli and the abandoned tools once again. And so now, in the new round, quest for 11, one last time. Okay, Shadowed Corridor adds some additional threat, so I'm now 11 against 14. So I will exhaust Gimli and discard a grappling hook to add 11, his 11 attack to the quest, meaning that we quest successfully, can't place progress except by the abandoned tools, but that's fine. Let's heal up Gimli for the sake of my score. Control R. Oh, I should have used Galadriel, and then I'll use Galadriel again in the refresh phase before exhausting Gimli one more time to put the last progress on there and win the game. Not too bad. Yeah, I mean, this is a quest which can kind of favour the turtle strategy, which is what I really want to be doing here, because I want to take the time to make Gimli indestructible. As I said, he can just take the hits from a foe beyond very handily. Finding the abandoned tools actually was, of course, very helpful. But if we just bring out all of the quest stages here. So, I mean, realistically, and of course, these three that I actually completed Yeah, obviously a Presence of the Dark is inevitable. Narrow Paths I didn't have to complete, but it was kind of okay that I did. It's only one victory point, and the when revealed is kind of problematic and can lead to big threat raises, so that's a pretty good one to actually take down. Hasty Council, obviously, as soon as you find it, you have to take it, and then it gives you more of a choice. But then otherwise, so the remaining 7 blocked by flame. Right, yeah, so I guess that's one which I could have done. If it had come up, because Gimli probably could get 10 damage onto the main sphere, but I mean, with it having quite high defense, it still would have been difficult. So maybe I wouldn't have wanted to bother with that, and would have just bypassed it like the others. Yeah, this, assuming I didn't complete it because it only has one quest point, I probably would have bypassed. But I could keep skipping around these two. Well, these 3. But then, Escape from Darkness, obviously, once I had the tools, I could do it. And Pursued by Shadow, actually, is absolutely fine for this deck, especially in solo, because, as I say, Gimli can take the hits from a foe beyond, and there's only one copy in the deck because I'm playing solo. So, yeah, like, in principle, discarding 5 cards and resolving each copy of the foe beyond for 5 consecutive rounds sounds problematic. But in this case, Gimli can take the hits. I can't get hit by it more than once. So I was basically banking on finding one of these two. I was mostly banking on finding this one, but since I got the narrow paths that lets you find the tools, that allowed me to increase my chances. And I suppose the odds aren't too unreasonable that I find this or narrow paths, particularly with Hasty Council in the mix and the potential to maybe remove these 2 as well. Regardless, second time round that worked out. The first time I just got swarmed by enemies. That's also a thing. I think there are not that many enemies in this deck. Suddenly, I've played it a few times where I've had almost no combat all game, which makes it a bit weird for this deck that's kind of devoted to turning Gimli into a combat monster. But it means that I'm likely to have the time to turn him into a combat monster before I need to deal with anything too dangerous. Anyway, it worked. I'm pretty pleased with how the decks turned out. I might consider running my 2 superhero decks together in a 2-handed context. But for the main testing, I think this is the end, and I'm pretty much just thinking that I might sideboard some things, but not change the core of the deck, or decks. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.